So I know I'm a little late. Let's go ahead and jump right into these updates, kicking things off with today's releases. So for Friday, May the 31st from Nike, we saw them release the latest colorway of the classic Foamposite. So this colorway they're calling Light Orwood. We saw them drop them in full family sizing, but as far as men's sizes, it looks like some of the bigger sizes have actually moved. But as far as Nike's most popular release of the day, that would most definitely have to go to these Racer Blue Vomero 5s, which it looks like just about every size is now gone, which just only proves how popular this mesh runner trend continues to be this year. And from Nike, I would say these Vomero 5s would probably be their best offering from that category, and one that I'm seeing people rocking on feet all the time. Now, I also got to call Nike out for their shenanigans, because last week, if you recall, they dropped those Taxi Flip Jordan Retro 12s. It seemed like a few hours after the release, I have a theory that Nike pulled all of the pairs from the app to create the illusion that these were sold out, a little more popular than they actually were. Well, what do you know, today when you open up the sneakers app, it looks like they have a full size run of these available. So I'm not sure if these are either just returns or if Nike did actually put sizes back on the app, because if they did, I feel like that only proves my theory to be correct. And for the big release that everybody was talking about, of course, that would most definitely have to go to these Action Bronson New Balance 1906Rs. Now, as far as this release, I wasn't too excited just because I already know how these kind of drops go. So did decide to actually monitor the release though, of course, for research purposes. So the actual time of the release was unknown to the public, but just based off previous Action Bronson releases, everybody was expecting an 11 a.m. Eastern release. Now, a cool thing that they actually did do this morning was they actually created a new website domain for this release, I guess in an attempt to kind of throw off the botters. Everybody would have all of their bots set up for the old website, then go ahead and drop them on the new website, kind of throwing everybody off. So that would have been cool, except for it was actually discovered probably about an hour before the drop and spread like wildfire through Twitter, all the Discord, cook groups, everything like that. So it looks like that didn't work too well. Now, this new website was actually password protected, but of course the password that they decided to use happened to be Rosewater, which is the colorway for this sneaker. So the password wasn't too good, everybody guessed it, and people were actually able to check out at 10:45, roughly 15 minutes before the actual drop was known to the public. Now, I actually tried to jump in right at 10:45. The queue said I had about 6 minutes remaining, and then like 5-10 seconds after that, it showed that just about every size was sold out. So that was my experience for this drop. Let me know if any of you guys had success. Hopefully some of y'all watching were able to get this sneaker. But as far as these high profile sneaker releases like this, it looks like the cycle continues, and I feel like the only good way for them to make these joints right would be for them to do EQL raffle style. Now, Action Bronson, he actually did respond to this drop. He said that there's only so many pairs, anything that look like bot orders are being terminated, and shoes will reappear available on the site. We are doing the absolute best we can. Thank you for the continued love and support. Now, all of this sounds great, but in my opinion, I feel like behind the scenes, they could really care less about the bots. If all of the pairs move, it would be a success for them, right? So I feel like for the next high profile release, everybody's probably just gonna forget about this once again, and we'll just see this cycle continue on and on again. And then of course, coming up next week, we've got the next major Adidas YEEZY release, which will be going down coming up Monday, June the 3rd. Now, based off these leaks, it looks like apparently we're gonna see another 25 plus different styles releasing. And if we learned anything from this week's big drop, it looks like these leaks were 100% accurate. Plus, on top of that, Adidas did do a little something different. Rather than dropping these raffle style via the Confirmed app, they opened the floodgates completely, dropping these first come first serve. So as far as next week's drop on Monday, it looks like we're going to see popular styles returning, like the Foamposites as well as slides. It looks like we're going to see classics returning as well, like the 350 V2 red stripe, as well as popular models like the Desert Boot Rock, as well as oil colorway. So as far as this week's drop, I'm hoping that maybe we'll see some of these pairs sitting, because as I mentioned yesterday, there is a rumor floating around that Adidas will send all of the leftover stock to outlets on sale for a discount, possibly 40 to 50% off. So I'm hoping that if some of these styles hit, maybe some of us can go ahead and enjoy some of these pairs on a discount. So of course, we'll see how Monday's release goes down as these Yeezy releases continue throughout the month of June. And speaking of Yeezy, my latest YEEZY.com order has arrived, which I actually placed this order on, let's see, the 14th, and they went ahead and arrived on the 21st. So I would say Yeezy shipping times are most definitely improving. Now, what I went ahead and grabbed today was some of the t-shirts. So they did go ahead and drop the black option, the heather gray, as well as cream. Now, I passed up on the black option just because I'm guessing it's probably gonna be similar to the Box One t-shirt, but I was actually pleasantly surprised to see that as far as my experience with this heather gray t-shirt, it's actually the exact same t-shirt as the Black Dogs Gosha merch, just without the font. So I already found that to be a W, as I absolutely love the fit of that Black Dog tee. Now, as far as this cream off-white ivory version right here, this one fits, I would say, a lot more like the Box One tee, which is a little bit smaller than the heather gray option. So just in case if you guys are, worried about your t-shirt being a little too cropped, you may want to actually go up a size. So as far as sizing references, I'm 6 foot tall, and I actually picked this up in a size 1 and absolutely love the way that this fits. So another satisfied purchase from Yeezy.com, and on top of everything, I'm pleasantly surprised to see that it seems like they are improving or doing a little bit better as far as their shipping times go. So hopefully, I'll be able to scrounge up another $20 or so. That way I can show you guys the next Yeezy drop once it goes down. And it looks like I do have another order on the way. So next week we'll be able to check out some of the new joggers that have been added to the site as well. And finally, of course, we got to talk about last night's game, which I'm not even gonna lie, y'all, I had a hard time sitting through that blowout win, but salute to Luka, Kyrie, and the Dallas Mavericks, who took down Anthony Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves. They're now gonna be moving on to the NBA Finals, which they're gonna be matching up against Boston. So I think that should be a very interesting matchup. But as far as Anthony Edwards and the AE1, a model which I feel like was undoubtedly the best new basketball model on the market. Nice Kicks, they put together this little list of all of the AE1 sneakers that Anthony Edwards rocked on the court this year. So some of my favorites would most definitely have to go to the OG with Love colorway. I also like this cotton candy colored PE, as well as all of the AE1 lows. Now, previously we did learn from Soul Retriever that Adidas is planning to drop the AE2, which will be debuting in December. So all the way at the end of the year, just about a year after the AE1's debut. But what we also did learn is it looks like apparently we have a release date for this Best of Adi AE1 lows, which are looking really nice. A pair that I definitely want to be able to get my hands on. But apparently, according to Soul Retriever, these joints aren't set to drop until January of 2025. So it looks like we have learned something, that as far as the AE line, Adidas has huge plans for this. So not only will they be debuting the AE2, but on top of that, it seems like they're going to still continue to drop new colorways of the AE1, well, at least the low top version at the most. So I can't wait to see what we have in store for the future of these releases. I feel like as far as the AE line goes, Adidas most definitely has a hit on their hands, and I know this young man will be back next year with a vengeance. So let me know, what is your favorite AE1 colorway? Let me know if you guys picked up any of these releases this year. And as far as these Adidas releases, I'm gonna try to check in with you guys hopefully on Sunday, to get everybody prepared for Monday's big release. So drop your feedback down below. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please help support the channel by dropping a little thumbs up down below. So salute to everybody for tuning in. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, and in the meantime, stay safe, stay blessed, and I'll try to check in with you guys on Sunday. All right, I'm out. Love.
Hey, what's up with the machine though?
That's for my receipts.
Receipts?
Yeah, I hear all the hate.
Yo, Ed, Carmelo said, are you committed to really going out there and being the face of the league? Because they throwing that term around too loosely.
Okay.
Cameron said, to me, he's an all-star, but not a superstar yet.
Buddy,
It is what it ain't.
what else they say, Slip?
The most overrated athlete. Oh, this is a good one. Does he really love the game? He doesn't look like he's even in a good enough
He
shape.
just wrong.
I'm noticing he complains a bit. What happened to the next American prodigy?
Kevin Wild
I ain't
said-
trying to rub it in, but they saying this the furthest y'all gonna get.
It's only the beginning. Cause I'm not who they think I am. I'm better. Believe that.